All right. Hello, and welcome to Consideration Fed TV. I am Bilo, I'm your host. This is where Feds Beat and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Abakosi, football club, and you probably, I noticed I have a flu. I don't even know what I have, a cold, a flu, whatever, but yeah, everything, whatever. This country doesn't like me, guys. I need to come back to SA because I'm not a person who usually gets sick, ne? But great. But since I've been here in Indonesia, it's like I get sick almost every month. Now I have this. In December I had chicken pox, and November I had something else, October I had something else, and I'm not that person who usually gets sick, but here we are, Indonesia. I'm getting sick every month. So July, I'm coming back in August in SA, so yeah, but it's not that close. It's Feb is starting tomorrow, so yeah, that sucks. So good, but you know the deal. We have my live streams every day, so I had to keep that promise. Although I'm not a bit under the weather, I'm sick, but we can't. But hey, life must go on, right? So today we're going to talk about Zwane, and we've touched on this thing before, actually. On what Zwane does need immediate training, and we'll also do something that we usually do on a separate video of its own, which is player ratings. But since player ratings in when I make a video on its own, so I'm mixing it with something else so that we can just have one video and be out of here. So yeah, there are some interesting quotes, and we will start with indaba, this thing Zwane needing social media training. I mean, not social media training, but immediate training in general. We talked about this like way before. Sometimes he says these things and they come back to bite him eventually, because as in izinto we've been saying, there are certain things that could be true, but it doesn't mean a coach can say such, right? Because if you say it as a coach, then it sounds different. So ngifuna ukuyifunda le comment ilena, because Zwane basically was saying, he was asked by these journalists, okay, so why did you drop? Why was Kunika and Kuna dropped? And as a fan, as umpilo, I can just say, uyaboza uKune, uyasibozela uKwenika. I can say that and I can get away with it. I'm a fan, so no one's really going to say umpilo uthini manje ngoKwenika. And if we're being honest, uKwenika won't even care. Like, he doesn't care about umpilo, ukuthi umpilo utheni ngaye ku YouTube channel. He doesn't care. Doesn't even know ukuthi this channel probably exists, right? So I can say awuhlantu yasidlisa, I can say uphiminyimana ukungcono ukubeka itshe kunokuthi ubekena. I can say those things, and well, ngaba affect, but iba affected differently compared to their coach coming out and saying this. So they asked Zwane, why was this guy dropped? And then he says, when you look at the goals that we considered, talking about recent games, they were individual errors, not team mistakes. And I think it was at that moment that something in his mind clicked. I'm actually throwing these players under the bus. I'm saying by a boss. And then he kind of changed it and made it seem like, no, it's because he's trying some new players. But it's clear he just from the start was indicating no, baslisa. So I think you can tell the player on like one-on-one, ungamtshela ukuthi lalela Kwenika uyasidlisa and ngizokudrop in the next game. in a nicer way. Obviously khona uyazilisa and I expect more from you, so ngizokbench, because if ngakbench then I'm setting a precedent yokuthi umuntu angaboza and get away with it, right? So by doing that ngokuthi abatshele bese ababencha, it works, and I'm sure they were told. I'm sure he had a conversation with them. I've been saying this a long time ukuthi I think ukhune, ukwenika, uDoli, those are three players that are seen as leaders kwi-Chiefs. Ukhulu ngam-eda-ke na, but those three are the main leaders in the team, or perceived as the main leaders in the team. So I'm sure ukuthi there was a conversation with them ukuthi you're not gonna play for 1, 2 and 3. But if you come out and say that media, now you're making it seem like Zwane vele there already rumors, people saying Zwane has lost the dressing room, players don't want to play for Zwane this, Zwane that, and stuff like that. So if you are doing that, you are fueling the fire of these people who are saying he's inexperienced, doesn't even know how to talk to the media, blah 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 blah. So you're not helping yourself, because ziningi ezinye izinto that Zwane has said before that have put him in hot water in a way. Some of them, as I said, they were true. Like indaba kaBhimenyimana, we never got the second part, because how when anathi nje uBhimenyimana umding wamsayini, because at this point we can see now ukuthi vele uBhimenyimana did not work for the Chiefs, does not work as much as I think Sahil will, and we'll talk about Sahil tomorrow, specifically about him. But what I'm trying to say is, even with that, a radio interview saying, oh no, we don't need Bhimenyimana. Then a week later, Bhimenyimana signs for Chiefs. Talking about oneness, players' feelings, and then all of a sudden, Ukwinika were being nest all this time. Pilat was being nest all the time. So zonke lezinto, if you keep on saying them, they just come back, because we media, you defend your players. That's what you do. You don't lie, but you find a way of defending goods. We can do better, obviously, and stuff like that. Because that's another thing, Uguti. This thing is not just when we lose, it's also when we win. Uguti, what are you then going to say? Are you going to overpraise is a word in? But for example, let's take the few games that we're losing. Zwane was coming out and people were mocking him for this on Instagram. Guti, he would come out after losing 4-0 against Amazulu and say we played well. And I sound like a hypocrite because Gwamina would come out and say we did create chances. I never say I did. We created chances and we're playing better than Amazulu. That does not mean we played well, because at that point, I'm just comparing a performance of Chiefs and Amazulu. Same thing with the Sundowns. Chiefs performed better than Sundowns. That does not mean they played better. So Mawuzotwena, we played well. Phela well man, according to your standards, consider 4 goals ukudlala well. Ukuthi ucreate ama chances, and then the team you are playing against creates less chances. That means you are creating better chances, but that does not necessitate ukuthi you are better. I mean ukuthi you are playing well, right? Because you could be playing against a bad team. Take for example, if you can take prime Barcelona and play them against Imarumo Gallants, and then Imarumo Gallants comes in, plays with the Chiefs, and then what happens? Plays with the Barcelona scores 7 goals but misses 23 goals. Are you going to say the team played well? So you won't say the team played well, but you'll find a way of saying maybe kunezinto that we still need to work on, or find a way. Some coaches do that, man. They can still be critical of their team without throwing anyone under the bus, but at the same time, futhi protecting their players. So that's why I'm saying, mina, inkinga yami ukuthi kunaleyo nto leyo ukuthi find a way, man, yokukhuluma kwi-media. Because another thing is that these guys be media, like amaphephandaba, they don't ask these questions because they don't know the answers. They know the answers. Like ingane encane ingakutshela ukuthi uKwinika this season in the past 3 games ubesicandisa, mhlambe ku-Sundowns he was better, but kulama ama game nawa before ko Gallants kunini kade sidlisa. Siyakwazi lokho, wonke umuntu konke umuntu mfethu uyalokhunja uyabona ukuthi uqine kuyazilisa, but it comes with being a coach. I was watching a video of Vincent Kompany when he was still at Anderlecht. Comes in, uyathuka, uyathetha, unyenye, and we've seen these videos as well ko Arsenal ama video abo all or nothing. Coach mabefika dress lapho umuntu kadense interview eba protectile abadlali bakhe, but mayisifika dressing room uyabafusekisa yonke le nto leyo. So yabo ukuthi unyenye, but kwi media akafuni ukuthi kwenziwe istory ngaye because uvela utrend nje ngento engekho, and mawusu trender people are saying a lot of things about you, different things about you, different things about your players. The same players will then go to social media bafica ukuthi kuya trend ukuthi ucoach uthe, because bona bangangaba nandaba mabazi ukuthi ucoach ungitshelile ukuthi cha ngiyadlisa and kumele ngikhuphula amasokisi ngidlale kangcono, but uzwane kena ukukhetha ukuthi atshele media, which he will improve obviously. But awuthi ngifune lama comments people have commented. Guys, please do like the video, subscribe if you are new to this channel, and then ukhosi played uthi wola, and then kininda wola lapho ukhosi mandlawe sihle skelem Aubrey Asbu Khosi Sibuthi Wola Prampilo. We're back on our daily show Scandal. Weekdays at 7:30. Makhosi. Aibo. Yeah. We're back. It's every day, guys. No maskula. We're still committed to this thing. This light is too bright, by the way. Anyways, angiqhubek. Enye usihle Skelem Khosi Sihle Skelem says, ayekho fe kodwa Khosi. Xa uyiqwalasela Zwane funeka protect players that continue uboza over and over again. So ngubani ozo protect uZwane? It comes with the job, because here's the thing. I said here last week and talked about how Zwane will not come out and blame management. He will also protect management, and he does, and he's been protecting management throughout this time. And Uguti, when he does that, some people don't see it. Certain people just think, Zwane is arrogant. Zwane does not want to sign players. He says we are fine. We are not fine. Zwane knows the Chiefs is not fine. Zwane knows the Chiefs does not have a defensive midfield. Zwane wasn't playing Unanga until yesterday, because uyabona manje ukuthi vele Chiefs is not going to sign anyone to replace Ublom. Zwane would have rather kept Ublom with Chiefs, but Blom ended up leaving. Ngalipi, because management couldn't come up with a deal for the player. But people are blaming Zwane for that, because we are 40 or defender in management, and it comes with his job. So mina into engisho ukuthi when Khosi Sihle, if Zwane comes out, mina akakushiya kithi lokho. He must leave it to us to bash these players. Yena or in public anyway, because he can do the bashing behind the scenes. Because if Zwane, for instance, comes out and say yazudolo yabosa, istory manje akusesikho ukuthi i-Chiefs lost, sekukuthi uDoli uyadlisa. Everyone knows ukuthi uDoli uyadlisa, but when it comes from the coach, a player that you can still use, because I know uDoli is not having a good season, right? But that's not to say he can improve his form down the line. So if you come out and say uDoli uyadlisa, sekuzothiwani manje? Sebezothina abantu, sebezothi uyadlisa vele no coach wakhe washo. And then the moment you do that, all of a sudden you are the bad guy. So to make this very short, Zwane, when he protects the players, he's actually protecting himself. Because when he says ukhona uyadlisa, when he says uqine uyadlisa, people will say inganongezana uyadlisa. They will say not Dove nje uyadlisa, no Ngcobo nje uyadlisa. So the problem might not be the players, but might be the person who's coaching them. All of a sudden it turns against him ukuthi ubozisa abadlali uthi ukuthi bayabosa. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what people are saying. People have been asking these questions. And they've been having honest conversations, and ngiyabona ukuthi ke manje my conditions and lighting ningxolele bandla nokukhwehlela kwami. Anyways, siqhubeke siye kulakho, but I hope you understand. By protecting the players, is actually protecting himself. So he should protect the players, should protect the management, because manga protect management ixoshwa yena, manga protect abadlali bajikela yena. That's how you lose a dressing room, because everyone's gonna be like, oh, if I make a mistake, uzohamba uyokhuluma ngami phambi kwabantu. And then Blade says he's too honest. Yeah, but he must dial it down. You don't need to go out to the media and lie, but you can just be less honest and dodge my questions more on good these guys are setting you up. Because if someone comes at you and asks you a question with media, they want a story. It's their job. They want a story. So they will trick you. So, and then Umpazima says he's sometimes emotional. And yeah, I think I saw an interview of a politician. He arrived late in this meeting, and then the journalist was asking him, why are you late? And he goes like, right now we are going to give away we are going to donate. I don't even know what he was going to be donating in another school. And he's like, but I'm here, right? I'm here. So he's forcing his narrative, Yoguti. Okay, I arrived late, but I'm here. Obviously, I'm not proposing Guti Zwane Qaladile as a politician when he's being asked questions, but I'm saying he can find a way of running away from those questions, meandering around them. What I found with even also Alex Ferguson, bebedliwe angifuni Man United kunje when these coaches do things ezenza sense, ngiyaba quote, take uFerguson benjalo mayidliwa enze misdirection ukuthi uyazi udliwe, uyazi ubhedile, but uzoqala Mourinho ukumbona uPepe vuma nje ukuthi cha zidliwe flat, uzoqala nje excuse engasile that will draw attention away from ukuthi abadlali bakhe babuzile, attention away from the fact that whatever happened wrong is because of him. He can say, I take the blame, it's up to me. But since Kati, they just do whatever. And what I've seen in recent days with the club, yes, he's frustrated with Liverpool, is that he then asks the journalist a question. For example, I'm a journalist, your signings for January, what are the signings that are happening? And the club just went and said, okay, so you basically think, he was saying to this guy, I've done like 2,000 press conferences for Liverpool, and in 1,999 of them you were there, but you are still asking me the same question that I've been asked in the past 10, 20 interviews. So you think the answer is automatically changed. So he's changing the focus from saying, no, these idiots are not backing, because he's already said it, they're not backing him. So Zwane and I, if they are coming at him asking why was Ungezana dropped or why was Ukunika dropped, it's simple. We have a huge squad and all the players must be given a chance. That's it. We have goalkeepers who haven't played. Peterson, the last time he played, he performed well, so Nabo, they deserve a chance to play. Boom. All of a sudden, you say every dealing king. He didn't even have to lie, right? Well, he kind of technically did lie. He just did not lie. He actually told the half truth, because it's true Gucci, the other guys deserve to play, but he does not tell the other half of the truth, which is Gucci bayaboza laba and laba but deserve ukudlala. So you get what I'm saying? You can do this, and this is not to promote lies, but it's to just say Gucci, if you don't do that, then the stories you go to ama newspaper onke abhale ngawo, ku Twitter manje kubhalwe ngawo. Isolezo bafethu, I found this kwisolezo, I can't find that thing on Twitter now. It was saying uZwane useyitholile imbangela yokuboza kweqembu, something like that. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like it's all as bafethu, because that's what I'm saying. They are trying to catch him off guard. They're like, uZwane useyitholile imbangela yokuboza kweteam. You're like, you hear? Okay, the lights this side must turn around. Yes, now it's perfect. Ukuthi Isolezo all of a sudden is coming out and saying uzwana useyitholile imbangela yokuboza kweteam. Hawu. Manje sebenza istory yabo njengamanje. This is content. I've talked 20 minutes about this. I am saying it in a positive way ukuthi if he doesn't watch out for it, it's going to ruin him. Others bayagiya ngalokho ukuthi yes, this is the story, because kwamina bengizoyikhulumela ngama player ratings and something else that I forgot ukuthi yini, but bengizokhuluma about something else. But sekunalesi story manje, it's now a big deal, you understand? So it's all of these things ukuthi media will catch off guard mawulele. Please do like the video, by the way. Bese kuzoba umokone Tabu says, how's it Mpilo? You are right, but I think he tried to hide pressure by all means, but you can see he's under pressure. It shows with replacement. Start the league, he fears no one, but now exactly. But now that's funny. That's really funny, because he did say we fear no one. All of a sudden, Wadlali 3-5-2 against the Cape Town City, which was a clear sign Yoguti was scared of Cape Town City, who are not playing really well this season, but he was scared of them because, well, why say bonili reality Yoguti awuthola nje ufonile if you are coaching PSL, although it's not a good league, but you still get kicked in the butt if you don't do something right. So I think in Dabi lapho bafethu ukuthi it's just a minor tweak yokuthi a challenge ukuthi okay, we understand this is an emotional game, phuza amanzi ufike lapho usho ukuthi no, sidliwe, it's my fault, we can do better in 1, 2 and 3. I would rather you classify the team in groups ukuthi when we're defending we're not doing well, in midfield we're not collecting the ball good enough, and as our strikers we did not do the right movements forward. In fact, don't even classify like that. I've heard of Coach Betty, when going forward we did not open enough spaces. So in a way you are not saying Caleb did not run into the right spaces, you are just saying the whole team did not do it. So in a way that prevents you from isolating one player with okay, and in defense we made silly mistakes. Yabo, you are saying you're not saying, and then Shanti made a stupid mistake at the back. Yabo, now you are not making a player feel like they're alone. So ukune no Kwinika, now they know good, okay, we're screwed. Siyaboza thini so lezo lithi siyaboza. Next one. And then next one is okay, Khopotso, because Khopotso says Zwane is a good coach, he just needs time to get better with media briefing. I feel this is a weird thing though. By now Chiefs Jessica should have seen this by now. Guti Uzwane is not good at that, because watch Jessica Mtaung on interviews. That lady evades questions, and it also helps Uguti English is model C level. She'll just say, no, we look at all the options that we had and we thought that was not possible for us and blah blah blah. Bakvezela njuhaf, which is not good for us, but bona bayi team kubo ke sifuna iqiniso ka ngiqamba manga ngingasho ukuthi kulama double standards, but from management we need iqiniso, because yibo ama top dog, yibo aba at the top who decide what happens. So akukho ukuthi bazothi oh siye Peter Mokaba because whatever ngathini, siye Peter Mokaba because our other options were not possible, which I do think they were just offered more money Peter Mokaba, because abalandeli be-Chiefs baningi apha eBloemfontein. Ngeke ungitshela ukuthi awuyange eBloemfontein ngoba the possibilities were not there, but that's a story for another day. But I'm saying Jessica have learned, especially her, she has learned that thing, it's in her. If there's one thing that lady does well, is that thing. She knows how to evade questions. She could be and angithi she was once in Miss SA or something, so she knows how to speak in public and she's showing it. So yeah, And then Ukozimandla says, true, Zwane sucks with media, but I feel he babies some players too much and expects them to get the message from media. I don't take Zwane as one who's scared of speaking to players. I just don't. Because ukumbone even egroundini he's not the kind of coach like ubani coach othule nje. I'm trying to think of quiet coaches that don't talk to players like Umintindorpo becasuka, but most of the time bengimbone ecaskelo ref. But there was a time where he got so stressed ngambone sehamba eseyohlala le Nkosi yami yazi Umintindorpo see the boss guys Chiefs. I read the video because this thing is getting worse and I need to sleep and rest. But he talks to players and stuff like that. Okay. Ungezana did us a favor Izolo. That's not me. Gushusbu. Ungezana did us a favor Izolo. Okay, my comments are seqalupaningi manje, so I need to get there. Ungezana did us a favor. Oh, yeah. Holampos Kitty Mare. And then Ungezana did us a favor Izolo by taking out Ufrosla for Solomon. Boom. Solomon's got injured after playing well. I know, right? And now Ufrosla is gonna come back because the way Solomon's just went down the tunnel, that means his shoulder is probably dislocated, which means now we have bigger problems. Hopoto says, I feel as fans were unfair on Zwane at times. For example, we say he's nursing Dolly. Who should he replace Dolly with? Dolly is off form, but he does create at times. KG will just run rounds. No, we are fans. This is the stupidest response I've given to a comment in my life. I have just given the stupidest. It doesn't make sense. We are never fair because thina sibona umuntu edlisa sifuna solution ukuthi kanjani. Here's my thing with Dolly. I feel like if you want to solve the Dolly issue, play him through the middle. Play him as number 10 because he works harder than Umshin when he plays as a 10. He will still create chances as a 10. I feel like playing wide mhlambe demands ukuthi aqhubeka gijime, and is probably not as fit as he was with Sundowns to run up and down and still have enough left in him to do the simplest things like scoring. Because I don't know if you know this, but our brain, I think it makes 30,000 decisions per day or something like that, which just makes you think. And if umele ugijima track back, that's a decision yokuya phambili, decision yan. And by the time sekumele enze the simplest thing, which is to score a goal, ingqondo yakhe is already tired. That's my best defense of Dolly I can come up with. Uguti maybe the amount of decisions that he has to make end up affecting his mind. But my as Guti, I'm creating and I'm playing behind the striker and I'm marking. That's all I'm doing. Angiko wide. I don't have to cut in. No, all I have to do is to just roam around the middle, collect the ball wide, and then play the balls into the box. However, that's something else. Roliak is different. So I would say play him through the middle, keep Ashley on the right, play him keep Ashley on the right and on the left, and then on the right play him too. That's it. And then Umshina took bench kancane, and then he can come in second half for Dolly until Umshin realizes that you need to work hard. Talent is not good enough. I think that's Ronaldo said that CR7. I saw it Modric as well. It's written here, talent is not good enough. So yeah, these players need to know that you need to work hard. Sonezo says that's true, bro. And then Ukulman and then Sonezo says KG is not a team player. He just ran forward even in the absence of other players to give him support. I don't think it's because he's not a team player. I just think he's not smart. Oh my goodness, I just said that. Not like udom ne. I'm not saying KG udom. Ngizwe kahle ngicela ningayiclip le video bese ngithe KG udom. I think he lacks football intelligence. Again, that sounds wrong. I think he has the good potential, right? He's very good. He can take a person on. He can, but the problem is, aga calculate ukuthi mangiya phambili khona ba. Uvele nje because it's not like if he's not a team player, he would be the kind of player who gets the ball one-on-one with the keeper. There is a better pass to play, then he tries to score. No. Okay, akafiki naseboxini ugcina ngale wide mayingene eboxini usuke sekhathele sebeyamhlaba noma useya dive or whatever. So UKG inkinga yakhe le ukuthi he just needs to be smarter. And then played says impilo udlalele iGenefa ngeMan United awungiyeka na played by voice. My voice is also going away, which is just great because I don't know if my voice goes away ngizofundisa kanjani kusasa ngizoyenza kanjani live stream. Hey, but that would be nice. That means I get a day off. Whoa musukhamba voice guys, manini voice yami yahamba. Okay, I shouldn't be talking this much because I'm losing my voice. Oh my god. Okay, Wandile says psychology as a qualification is required as a coach. Let me drink water. Am I better? I think so. Okay. Psychology as a coach. Know how to talk and manage your players. Players need motivation. Our coach should have worked with a qualified coach before being appointed as a head coach. Mkone Tabo says, okay, true. Let me come to you. If voice hear me, it's scaring me. It's making me... yeah, okay. Right. So you're right. They need he needs to be trained because he can't possibly get psychology is a qualification. I'm sure there are short courses that, because man is taking short courses, he can just do a crash course of psychology as you are suggesting, because I tell you, silly guys, there are a lot of things that need to be dealt with and the media and managing a team and dealing with us ompilo abazo criticize ngokuthi utheni kwi media for 32 minutes straight on a live stream. And then Mkone Tabo says the coaches doesn't answer some questions and Chiefs sells mpilo, so media forced to do some tough diggings to sell. Gents, Ngezana had a good game yesterday, we were solid. I feel like that people are not talking about that enough. Ngezana had a solid game. Ukuthi kunalo expectations yokuthi uzozilisa noma engazilisa. Okay, I like the fact that my voice is bad. Regardless, the video kumele ifike ku 40 minutes because I'm going to lose my voice. And then I told you this voice is going away. Uhopo today is Jessica lies a lot. I wouldn't want Zwane to blatantly lying to us. Well, you could say that Jessica does lie. She lies. She lies in a very political way, and she's a woman too. So, and she has a voice almost like Ngati Shile, and she sounds astute, and you just like, okay, what you are saying sounds right because you are saying these very big words and you are so eloquent, but it's just a lot of lies. But okunye kusuke ngeswamanga, kusuke ngama half truths, which yeah. And then Manda says he scouts at the young guys, but watch him. Oh, he shouts at the young, but watch him when it comes to Kama, Itu, etc. So you are saying Yaba sub, but now kubanyise scheme, cause yeah, I think because your members are not being man. No, Ashley, but now it makes sense lento isho cause bancane boba uthula bobantu 25 okunya bayeka but ngabe basaba nje. I will do this. Makosi, let this be our challenge for our next game. Sidlala nani? Let me just confirm. Our next game we are playing against ETS Galaxy Mpumalanga. Kube ngisek. And then Maritzburg United Nedbank Cup. Oh, but 5 February is a Sunday. So yeah, sidlala ne-TS Galaxy. Let's do this challenge. Let's look at who Zwane shouts at and who doesn't shout at. So on A6 after the game, we'll convene and then we'll talk about whether Zwane shouts at the older guys as well. Blade says, like the live stream, Kosi Nation. Yebo Blade. Danko Blade. Temba says hi. And then players like Frost, I think, Jose House says, players like Frost, I think they own the position. They need to be taught a lesson. Frost and Toli must be benched. I think Ining Labantu agree on that. One of the two things that people agree on is Ugutu or Toli. Basless. And then Blade says, FNB Stadium is so dusty. It's not even funny. It's not even funny right now. Yeah, skesiyene kwami ama ground ngempela FNB. Msawenkosi Ngometulu says, can we also bench Mart? It's too relaxed now. Mart guys, uyazama Mart, come on. I feel like Mart uyazama guys. And then Omuyuti Fomito Umtupa Mvena says, Fomito is tired, let him rest a bit. That's what I could say Omar ukatele rather than ukuthi he was less. Fomito is tired, let him rest a bit. Then we need a number 6. Maybe Shabalala will have someone to compliment him. He was making runs but not carrying the ball. We'll see with all of these things, guys. I'm losing my voice and I have a runny nose. If I continue with the streams, because every second will get. So I'll have to end the show here. But I'm player ratings. I guess we'll do them in another video or not. Because I'm from school, I'm silent positioning at Kaizer Chiefs. Wandile Utimpilo, read comments and respond before you contradict yourself. Angazu, you are referring to what? But right now, I'm trying to read as many comments as I can, and I've read all of them. But I'm also conscious of the fact that I'm in a flu and I'm have a runny nose. So thank you guys for watching again. I will see you tomorrow at 7:30. Hopefully I get better. And until next time, remember, equals I'll pay Lumoy to KG Umkumuzu Traore. I said that last week, by the way, go to Traore no KG, they are the same player. Bye guys, sure. Traore.